Welcome back, comic enthusiasts. Getting bored of the usual Marvel clashes? Or are you maybe looking for gruesome one-on-one X-Men battles? Well, you're in the right place.
Welcome to the school for the gifted.
Join us as we go through our list of 10 epic X-Men battles in history. First on our list is Wolverine vs. Cyclops. Wolverine and Cyclops, who share a deep bond, occasionally engage in heated conflicts like typical siblings. In a crucial moment when the X-Men faced an imminent threat from a colossal sentinel determined to annihilate them, Cyclops issued a directive for all X-Men, even the young ones, to hold their ground and fight. Wolverine strongly opposed this strategy and took matters into his own hands, evacuating the area and compelling the X-Men to retreat. Cyclops, displeased with Wolverine's defiance, responded swiftly with a powerful optic blast to Wolverine's face. This altercation that ensued was perhaps their most brutal encounter, especially on Cyclops' part. Deadpool vs. Wolverine. Wolverine's battles against Deadpool rival even his clashes with Sabertooth in terms of their brutal nature. Yet, none can surpass this particular encounter, which unfolds over two, arguably three, issues of relentless action, each attack more savage than the last. It kicks off with a piano plummeting onto Wolverine and culminates with Wolverine's claws piercing Deadpool's sides while a bullet finds its mark in Logan's skull. This fight stands as a pinnacle of gruesome brutality. Magneto vs. Quicksilver. When Magneto and the superpowered community discovered that Quicksilver had manipulated Scarlet Witch into rewriting reality to create an ideal world, Magneto's reaction was vehement. It wasn't so much about what Quicksilver did, but rather that Pietro had falsely implicated Magneto in the scheme. In response, Magneto launched a brutal assault on Quicksilver using a barrage of scrap metal, ultimately leading to Pietro's death. What makes this tragedy even more poignant in Marvel canon is that Magneto believed Pietro to be his son for many years. The aftermath of this murder was arguably even more devastating, as a grief-stricken Scarlet Witch, witnessing her brother's death, channeled her reality-altering powers and famously uttered the words, "No more mutants," as an act of vengeance against the man who had killed her brother. Wolverine vs. Sabertooth. Wolverine's initial on-panel confrontation with Sabertooth took place during the Mutant Massacre event, where Sabertooth was a mere enforcer working for Mr. Sinister, assigned with the gruesome task of eliminating the X-Men. Wolverine, driven by the need to thwart him, initiated their battle in the Morlock tunnels in Uncanny X-Men number 212. However, the climax of their conflict unfolded in the subsequent issue when Wolverine intercepted Sabertooth, who was attacking Psylocke at the X-Mansion. The fight culminated with both Wolverine and Sabertooth plunging off a cliff into the turbulent sea below. Colossus vs. Ord. Ord of the Breakworld has the ability to glimpse into the future, thanks to his species' advanced technology. His journey to Earth was driven by a vision of his homeworld's destruction at the hands of a mutant, prompting him to align himself with anti-mutant factions in a bid to eradicate them for the sake of his species' safety. Naturally, this brought him into conflict with the X-Men, particularly the X-Men he dreaded encountering the most, Colossus. After the X-Men managed to escape the mutant experimentation facility where Ord had imprisoned them, Colossus pursued him with an overwhelming surge of rage and fury. This confrontation showcased one of the most furious moments in Colossus history, second only to his time as the Juggernaut, as he unleashed his pent-up anger upon Ord with stunning intensity. Colossus vs. Juggernaut. During Marvel Comics' Fear Itself event, Cain Marko encounters the Hammer of Kurth, bestowing upon him godlike power that rivals the strength offered by the Crimson Gem. Remarkably, Marko willingly relinquishes the power of the Juggernaut, allowing Colossus to assume it in his place. This sets the stage for an inevitable clash portrayed in this issue, where a Juggernaut-empowered Colossus faces off against an Asgardian-empowered Juggernaut, resulting in an exceedingly brutal showdown. The raw power exhibited by these two formidable beings practically leaps off the pages, with each of their thunderous blows seemingly creating shockwaves within the comic itself. Magneto vs. Tarn. Tarn the Uncaring represents a hybrid of Okaran mutants and demons bred through Annihilation's forced program on Amenth. After the X of Swords event transported Arakko to Mars, Tarn swiftly asserted his physical dominance over the planet's inhabitants, but his reign was short-lived when Magneto intervened. Magneto challenged Tarn in a gladiatorial-style confrontation, deftly and quietly levitating his own helmet onto Tarn's head, effectively nullifying his psychokinetic powers. With his magnetic abilities, Magneto then crushed the helmet, resulting in Tarn's instant demise. While the battle was brief, it was undeniably brutal. Iceman vs. Nimrod. During the 2023 Hellfire Gala, Nimrod launched a devastating attack, effortlessly dispatching several of the X-Men's most formidable members, including the entire new X-Men lineup, even fatally injuring the Juggernaut. However, when Iceman challenged Nimrod to a one-on-one confrontation, it brought Nimrod's rampage to a halt. Iceman unleashed his Omega-level powers to their maximum potential in this fierce battle, unleashing a relentless assault on Nimrod. Unfortunately, the true brutality of the encounter unfolded at Iceman's expense, as Nimrod gruesomely melted his body, concluding the fight in a macabre manner. Wolverine vs. Havoc. Wolverine's clash with Scott's brother, Havoc, in the Age of Apocalypse timeline will leave you stunned. In this dystopian reality, Havoc, a minion of Apocalypse, confronts Wolverine, who is fighting to liberate imprisoned humans and mutants from Apocalypse's stronghold. While Havoc puts up a formidable fight, he is outmatched by the savage Wolverine. With Sentinels at his disposal, Wolverine seizes an opportunity as Havoc attempts to escape using a teleportation device. Wolverine shoots the Sentinel's hand at Havoc just as the teleporter activates, resulting in a calamitous fusion of Havoc's DNA with the mechanical components of the Sentinel hand. This excruciating melding inflicts a torment upon Havoc that transcends death itself. Magneto vs. Apocalypse. The Age of Apocalypse storyline vividly underscores the magnitude of Sabertooth's threat to both mutants and humanity. Apocalypse's ruthless campaign decimated humanity and subjected mutants to selective breeding and cruel experimentation, aimed at maximizing their potential strength. This dire situation led Magneto to assemble the X-Men in this alternate reality. Magneto launches an all-out assault on Apocalypse's stronghold, donning a specially designed Apocalypse-killing armor and unleashing relentless attacks on the formidable villain. Ultimately, Magneto brutally tears Apocalypse apart, splitting him down the middle, channeling the collective fury of an entire reality, making this battle one of the top 10 most savage one-on-one confrontations in X-Men history. And there you have it. As the X-Men continue to evolve and face new challenges, their legendary battles will undoubtedly remain a source of inspiration for fans and a testament to the enduring appeal of the X-Men saga in the world of comics. Thanks for watching. Subscribe on this channel for more comic-related content.